Welcome back to our YouTube channel for Kørekort Kompagniet Søborg. This is the Søborg route again, but a different one, of course. You've seen this part many times. We go out here, remember to stop.
It's very hard to see,
Yeah.
so really slowly.
And the cyclists, do they come from both sides there? Yes. Yeah. So here it's a nice road. Remember to look up in the mirror every 6 seconds. And these bumps are very high. So you normally second gear right down to about 20,
And
18.
it's impossible to drive 40.
This is very important because the cycle lane finishes. So you need to look over your shoulder. It's quite a sharp turn, so maybe just release the speeder.
Yeah.
Don't need to brake or anything.
Yeah. Well, I normally say like when you turn to the right, second gear and down. Yeah.
It's a slight hill here as well, so if you haven't got the hold on the car, so you need to find your clutch point. We're going straight here, an easy road, not so busy. Still a bit of road work at the moment.
Yeah, so a lot of 40.
Yeah.
But this is 50.
Yeah, notice we have a large vehicle in front of us, so our view is not so good. And when they do indicate a large vehicle, remember, it takes a bit of time for them to come past.
Exactly.
And you have a better view after they've gone.
But just keep a nice distance to them.
A good distance, like you would on a bus.
Yeah. This is quite like hyggelig.
Yeah.
Just straight ahead. And
It's straight, not so much traffic here. We're away from the roadworks now.
So I think people like our English videos.
Yes,
so
I have a
that's
lot
nice.
of requests to do more English.
So I think this is the tricky part where you have to turn right at the second
lights. Okay, you can see this sign on the right hand side. It says you have to get into the lane already now.
And just go in the bus lane because it's...
And remember not to indicate yet, but now. Look and indicate and move into the lane. I always think this is a bit tricky as well. Sometimes we have an arrow and the oncoming also has an arrow. And then it becomes a merge here.
So very important to look to the left. And don't have so much speed.
No, because you may have to
slow
stop.
down,
60. So bring it up to 60.
Yeah, exactly. Show them that you can drive 60. Or that you have seen it 60.
Yeah. And actually, I think it's also easy to drive more than 60 here because it's such a plain road. So remember to keep the speed as it should be.
So not much is happening here. I think people get scared that it's a highway, but it's just a road that you can drive 60.
Yeah. It's
and here, keep it 60 still.
Yeah, I think people get confused as well because it gets narrow here.
And
they're like, oh, what's this? And then it gets wider again.
And then it's 2 lanes, right?
2 lanes, but they're not marked. So as long as there's room for 2 cars next to each other, it is 2 lanes.
And here you need to...
We're going to go left.
So again...
look.
Indicate.
And make sure you do, again, a small left turn, even if there's a bus stop there, so make sure there's no bus that's getting out. Here, this road, I think, is always a bit bumpy. I think it's been made loads of times. But it's a good road.
And then further here, we are turning to the...
Remember pedestrian crossing?
Yeah, of course. And then we are turning to the left, and it's a bit hard to see where it is.
A bit tricky, yeah.
So just, I don't know, look and indicate, and then you will find it.
Yeah.
Like here.
Always look for a road sign instead of just thinking, oh, it must be here, it must be here. And the name of the road. So here we're on oncoming traffic now. We have no choice. So here, look quite far ahead.
So it's
going into a 40 zone because, and then there's a right-hand duty. Remember, foot on the brake, clutch down, and really look to your right.
Exactly, but it is a 40 zone, but why are we driving 30? Because they recommend it,
30,
right?
yes, yes.
But it's impossible to drive more than 30. And
because the bumps are so high.
yeah, but over the bumps, I said to my student that drive max 20.
20, yeah, yeah. It can't be done comfortably. So here it's, you're driving quite slowly. I know it looks quite fast, but it's not.
It is very slow.
Here, it widens, I don't know why, but then if you look on the right-hand side, there is a sign saying 30, and then you have these bumps that are not marked.
Yeah, but still keep it slow.
Keep it slow. It has to be comfortable.
And here there's a
right-hand duty again.
So look at the right and just show.
Yeah. Here you're allowed to exaggerate a little bit that you're looking properly. So again, no markings means right-hand duty.
Yes.
And here there's parked cars on the side.
And then it's 40.
40 again. Sometimes I've heard, I think one or twice I've heard somebody that's parked in those parked.
Yeah, yeah. They back it in, I think, reverse, yeah. And then the traffic lights to the left. It's a big cross.
Yeah, and make sure you end up on the right-hand side. Okay.
And then it's
so you're going far down.
Yeah, 60.
60. Come up to 60 as quick as possible.
Yeah.
Gear up, speed up.
And then 70.
70. And the motorway's not yet because motorway starts in
a few meters. Yeah. So it starts
now. The motorway.
But it's 90.
Yeah. So you don't really come on the motorway and they want you 110 here and now. It comes up gradually. So make sure as we're here you drive 90.
But I think there's a bit road work, so you need to drive
further down
80,
it's
right?
80 it says. But that's sort of
temporary,
yeah.
Then we can make a new video when it's gone.
When it's done we'll show you it once more.
So we need to get off here.
Okay, we're taking off the
90, so come up again.
Yeah.
And now. And it's actually 110, but
but not for long.
Because we need to get out.
Remember, look, we didn't go off there.
Oh, we go after the second.
And don't lower your speed on the motorway. Here we have a merge. So remember already now you need to look over your shoulder. And bring it up to 110. They want to see that can you speed up.
And don't brake or slow down on the house. Yeah.
So look and indicate.
Now it's
residential
50.
area, so automatically 50. You'll never get a sign that says 50. This is just general knowledge. You have to know it's 50 in residential. Here we turn and we have to keep on the left side.
Yeah,
because
we are going to Budinge.
Yes. And if you're on the right side, look, indicate if there is somebody, otherwise you just change your lanes.
And
but
then
orientation is the best.
Yeah, and then it's 40 here. It's quite hard to drive 40 after driving 110, so just
so make sure you
be aware of that. Yeah. So, but you have a lot of students from English students?
English students, a lot from India. Pakistan I have, Iran. Indian is, they have a bit of a plus because I'm Indian as well. So we can get away with a bit Punjabi and Hindi.
And then out of the bus lane, so just remember to...
Look, yes.
And then we're actually going back,
Yeah, so look,
back
and
home, I
indicate.
was just
Yeah,
going to say.
yeah. And here, a lot of the time there's parked cars. Remember, you have the obstruction. So you're looking over your shoulder, coming out, looking over your shoulder, in again. And then there's one bump, isn't there?
Yeah, exactly. And we are back on this bumpy road. And
Yeah, yeah. When we come back to the test area, when you start with your instructor, we've probably made you reverse in. That's only because it's easy to come out.
Yeah.
But the examiner will not make you reverse in. You will either
well,
go...
they did actually once with mine.
Really?
Yeah, so
Okay.
remember to rehearse it with your teacher.
You know how to do it. We've taught it to you.
So I hope you liked our video, and we will post some more.
Yes,
Yeah.
we'll be back soon.
Thank you.
Bye.